positive reinforcement project is on first grade. Now, I picked first grade because last semester I was in a field classroom where I had first grade as my grade, and I think I really enjoyed it, but I did notice that students did spend too much time putting their belongings away in the morning. And I think it affected organization and learning and safety because kids constantly were tripping over things, even though they had closets in the classroom, and I just wanted to fix it. So, by the end of this behavior placement, this is the description of the replacement behavior. I want the students to be coming into class on task and quickly putting their belongings away. Now, if the students achieve this, the day will run smoother due to more time in the mornings in a more organized classroom. Most of the time, the students will only have a coat and a backpack to put away, and I would have hooks or closets in order to store their things. So there should be no reason why their things are scattered all over the room. So with the description of the positive reinforcer, I would put on music before the students come into class, and I will discuss with them beforehand that once the music stops, you have to be in your seat and ready to learn. And I think it's important to discuss with them beforehand just so they know what to expect. And I think that the music could really help the students just to even pump them up in the morning so they're like excited for the day ahead, and so they have that time limit so they're not just like walking around talking to each other. They know what they have to do and they do it and they get in their seats. So managing the effectiveness of the intervention. When all the students successfully put their things away before the music stops for 5 consecutive times, they will get a ticket, most likely a raffle ticket. But I would give the students a ticket for 5 consecutive times they do it successfully, and then after 5 tickets, they will get a class reward, which would be bringing your stuffed animals in, maybe a pizza party, a snack party, something like that. And I didn't do every time they did it because I think that's too much and I don't want them to get extrinsically motivated. I don't want them to just have their eye on the prize. I want them to actually think about what they're doing and apply it to organization, learning, and safety in the classroom. And I think that's really important to have students thinking about that rather than just a reward. Overview of considerations and accommodations for students with exceptional needs. I would make accommodations for them by just approaching them a minute or two before the music ends, and I would just remind them to, put their stuff away before the music ends, just so they have that little reminder. Other kids might need it, but the students with exceptional needs might need it more. And I think that just doing that will allow the students with exceptional needs to have that little reminder, and they can be independent just like the rest of the students, which is really good for them. Communication and collaboration with family and colleagues is really important because nowadays there are so many ways to approach and talk to families. And what I would do at the beginning of the school year, I would send a letter home asking parents to just talk with their children and go through the mornings with them and help them practice put their things away at home as a simulation. So I would say, hey, why don't you help your children practice so they know what to expect when they get to school, so they can practice at home and then do it quickly and efficiently, and we only have to work on it a little bit at the beginning of the school year. This is really similar to kindergartners practicing a day routine the summer before kindergarten starts, so they know what to expect when they actually arrive at school in the fall. So that's my positive reinforcement project. I think that using it with first grade would be really helpful just because of what I saw in field, like I said, and putting their coats away and book bags away is something students do every day in the classroom. So you want it to be quick and efficient, and you don't want to waste a lot of time in the morning because it could just set your day up poorly, and yeah.